What's burning out in your life because you're burnt out? See, as an entrepreneur, as high achievers, as career-driven individuals, when we're burnt out, we often neglect and mismanage the other important things in our life, and our relationships, our health, our legacy begins to burn out in the process because when we're burnt out, we can't invest. In order for us to earn out, we can't be burnt out. So as a burnt out individual, if we're burnt out, we cannot invest the energy, the joy, the presence needed to keep the flames going in our relationships, to keep the flames going in our lives. And so that's why it's important for us to understand what it means to rest. See, right now, you cannot allow your entrepreneurial endeavors, you cannot allow your purpose-driven ideologies to cause you to be so burnt out that next thing you know, you look out around your life and everything else is burnt out as well. But here are 4 things that I want to give you to help you rest, to combat that burnout. Number 1, you have to reflect on your trust in God. So you have to ask yourself, what areas in your life do you lack trust in God? I have these 3 things you need to do in order to fulfill this point. Number 1, you got to reach out. Reach out to God and say, God, what is it in me that's causing me to not trust you? Because when you don't reach out, God can't reach in. Number 2, you got to reflect. Reflect on your life and examine what areas do I need to adjust. And then last but not least, you got to release. The second thing that you must do to rest, to combat that burnout, you have to establish boundaries. My friend, boundaries keeps you safe. Boundaries protect you. You have to establish boundaries. Boundaries between work and life. You got to say, hey, if I want to live a life of legacy, if I want to live long enough for the people that I need to live long for, then I got to set clear boundaries. That may require you to pivot in industries. That may require you to not go after business so aggressively. You have to set boundaries to make sure that each area of your life is fulfilling you, keeping you alive, keeping you vibrant, keeping you in harmony. The third thing that you got to do is self-care. You must take care of yourself, especially if you're an entrepreneur, especially if you're a high achieving person, because you may be the pillar in your family. If you're burnt out, the whole thing caves in. My friend, you must practice self-care, because how can you carry your responsibilities if you're not cared for? How can you carry your responsibilities as a husband, as a wife, as a father, as a mother, if you're not implementing care techniques and strategies into your life? That's why I tell my clients every day, you must establish 30 minutes at least of some self-care activity. If that means going to lift, if that means reading, if that means doing any and everything that's enjoyable, because that is needed every day, because you have to care for things every day. Last but not least, you have to trust and delegate. There are some things in your entrepreneurial pursuit. There are some things in your career path that you can delegate and outsource. Who are those individuals, or what are those apps or resources out there that you can delegate tasks to? Because the reason why you may be burnt out is because you're a control freak. It could be that you want to control everything in your week, and it's causing you to be weak and to weakened by your week's end, and now you have nothing to invest in to those that you love and care about. So if this video resonates with you, you're like, man, coach, I need help resting, I need help delegating, then comment the word rest below, and I will reach out to you and see how I can help you. Because, my friend, God laid us the blueprint. He rested. Work 6 days, but my friend, you gotta rest in order to be your best, to make sure that you can invest in those things that you care about. Love y'all. Catch you next video. Peace.